Although the SUVs are definitely dominating the market, there are 10 SUVs in 2023 to avoid. The trend in the auto world is changing. Whereas sedans and hatchbacks were popular and became the ultimate options before, they are now changing. People today prefer crossovers and SUVs, and even pickup trucks, to sedans. Some automakers are seriously planning and designing their new SUV lineups, while some don't really want to work that hard. They believe that adding up plastic wheel arches and lifting up their hatchbacks so they can call those units SUVs would be enough. But auto buyers these days are smart. They can't be fooled simply by visual appearance only, and they surely can spot which SUVs are truly worth their spending and which aren't. Subaru Ascent. If you take a look at the SUV, you'd be impressed by its massive dimension, or not. With such a big design, this ride is able to accommodate 8 adult people quite comfortably. It also comes with modern, LED, headlights and also big front grille. So, why is this vehicle included in the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid list? If you look past the exterior appearance, you will see that this SUV has a somewhat cheap appearance because it's packed with limitless plastic parts. Not to mention that the price range isn't exactly buyers friendly. The fact that Subaru adds extra options, but only to make the price range higher, isn't always liked by the buyers. If you want premium audio, a better infotainment system, or leather seats, you will have to be ready for spending almost $50,000. Not everyone is intrigued by the idea that they have to spend more than $30,000 for a Subaru badge and plastic parts, not to mention that Ascent isn't included in the sporty model. Ford Escape. The Escape is basically a popular nameplate from Ford, but there are several good reasons why it's included as one of the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid. First of all, Ford is rushing when they want to launch a new SUV. Don't be fooled by the price tags. The starting price may be set at around $27,000 for the crossover SUV. You may think that it's worth it, considering that it's enough to accommodate 5 adults. But it's possible that you need to deal with extra spending too, such as paying up to $30,000 for the promised hybrid model or even more, up to $40,000, for the plug-in hybrid model, which is set as the flagship model. If you do have to spend such much money on a new SUV, there are other better options, such as the 4-door Bronco Everglades, also from Ford, which has better drive, better appearance, and also better equipment. Of course, it's up to you, but you should be able to make better decisions when it comes to a tough ride. Nissan Pathfinder. A lot of people think that the 2023 Pathfinder would be as good as the 2022 model year turned out to be promising and good-looking. This SUV is able to accommodate 8 people for an active ride and busy drive. The SUV may look tough and solid, but there are some performance issues that may reduce the appeal. Rumor has it that the new SUV has in-car electronic problems, including marginal transmission and body hardware. Although the powertrain options and lineups are dependable, the SUV only gets 1 rating for dependability, out of 5. Some auto enthusiasts speculate that the 2023 model may have the same issue, and the dependability issues will somewhat remain. Based on customers' reviews for the 2022 model year, they must push the start button for more than once, which is related to the electrical system and operation. Moreover, there is also a possibility with malfunction collision warning sensors which may display an error message suddenly. GMC Acadia. Designed as a midsize SUV, this model is supposed to provide and deliver performance and practicality. Design and style are one of the main reasons why this model is included in the list of 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid. The company wants to design it as a big SUV, but they failed to properly design the front end. It doesn't blend quite nicely with the remaining parts of the body, resulting in the awkward look of the ride. Try to imagine a Chevrolet Traverse with Sierra's front look. Odd, isn't it? As if the appearance issue weren't enough, the SUV doesn't really have a punchy performance. With a 2.0-liter of unit, which is quite tiny for such a big body, it doesn't have the needed power to move around. You can always upgrade it with a punchier unit with the V6 of the 3.6-liter unit, but then you will have to spend an extra $4,000 for it. You can find such a model with the SLT trim level, but even so, the overall performance is still underrated and considered not enough. Hyundai Kona. Technically, this Kona is still within its first gen, with the midlife cycle refreshing project taking place in 2020, for the 2021 model year. During that refresh work, the SUV got an improved drivetrain and an updated design. Despite the good-looking model and the good performance, there are some challenges and problems that you should be aware of. First of all, be ready with dud batteries or electrical malfunctioning issues. These are some common problems and challenges with the small SUV. They are definitely the kind of adventure that you don't want to have. Let's not forget that Kona was recalled in 2021 by the NHTSA for internal issues. The car had improper piston oil rungs, with heat treatment, which can lead to the production of knocking noises and also excessive oil consumption. The problem might lead to seized engine or vehicle stall because of the improper treatment of the piston oil rings. Even the 2023 Kona still gets a low reliability rating and also a low score for owner satisfaction. These are the reasons why it gets into the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid list. Mercedes-Benz GLA. From the price tag, the GLA model is considered the most inexpensive SUV within the lineup. However, the low price tag also comes with problems. The main issue about this compact crossover is the in-car, electronics, power equipment, which makes it into the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid list. The body hardware, electrical system, and also climate system are the carryover elements with very minimal changes. From the previous owner reviews, not many of them are happy or even satisfied with the GLA's performance and outcome. When you combine the low score for owner satisfaction, even the lowest in its category, and the reliability rating of just 2 from 5, you can imagine that the GLA isn't as good as expected. We're talking about a premium brand here, and yet, Mercy can't really deliver the promised outcome. Although the GLA is set quite affordably, not many car enthusiasts are interested in buying the ride. Fiat 500X. Let's not forget that Fiat 500 is a nice, iconic, and also unique little ride. This is one of the most promising city vehicles, aside from Mini Cooper, that is whimsical and pleasant for getting around the city. That's why the 500X is designed, combining the iconic model and design while making it bigger with somewhat more practical styling. Unfortunately, Fiat somewhat fails to do the job properly. Sure, the automaker creates a bigger casing without paying attention to the mechanical upgrades, which are actually crucial and important. Not to mention that the 500X has a tiny unit, only 1.3 liter, which is seriously underpowered, and they are adamant to keep the unit in their entire models. With such a disappointment, spending almost $40,000 for the higher trim level seems ridiculous because you won't get any performance boost. Chevrolet Trax. The Trax isn't all that bad, but if you want a ride that can be used for multiple usages, a city ride, an off-road journey, or a speedy vehicle, you won't be able to do them all with it. This crossover ride wants to provide you with a convenient drive and affordable route. It's created as a comfy city ride, so it's only logical if it's not coming with too much power, which is typically related to off-road driving. The Trax is running with a simple and pretty straightforward 1.4-liter unit with an auto 6-speed transmission. It's also paired up with a front-wheel driving system, as the standard. If you want to have an all-wheel driving system, you can do it, but you will have to pay more. The main reason why it gets into the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid list is mostly because of its not so promising outcome. A lot of auto enthusiasts have high hopes for this SUV, but it won't be the most exciting prospect, especially for off-road exploration. But the Trax is still good, provided that you are happy having it for the urban setting. Jeep Compass. This is an SUV that somewhat blurs the line of a medium-sized SUV and a crossover SUV. Although it may be offered with tons of cool things, which most buyers think they need, the quality level isn't very satisfying. In fact, when you have to compare it to other rivals, such as Audi Q3, BMW X1, or Mercy GLC, the quality isn't as high as theirs. One of the reasons why it makes it into the 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid list is because of the disappointing interior appearance. True that the Compass is packed with durable and premium exterior and also punchy engine options, but the interior cabin is a big disappointment. This is quite odd, considering that the Compass is constructed with a European platform. Most people like using their SUVs to drive around and enjoy the comfy ride, but it won't be the case with the Compass. You may prefer a more exclusive option with a less powerful engine if it means that you can enjoy a more enjoyable driving quality. Kia Sorrento. Although many have put their expectations high on the Sorrento, a lot of auto enthusiasts predict that the 2023 model may be less promising and reliable when compared to the other brands with the same model year. Based on owners' reviews and feedback, many of them experienced acceleration issues. It also seems that Kia hasn't addressed, or doesn't really want to, the problems concerning the engine cooling. Although the company claims that they have done their best, they should realize that trust is earned, not given away for free. They should have proven that they have dealt with those issues instead of only providing sweet words about it. Conclusion. In the overall end, these models don't always mean that they are completely lame or bad. But if you can come up with other alternatives, it's better to do so than to regret your options. You can consider these 10 SUVs 2023 to avoid, but make sure that you don't regret your own pick. Alright, thank you guys for watching the Cars Jade YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, check out our website to not miss any rumors or leaks from your favorite future cars.